Alright. Risk of rain time. Welcome to the God Run. Just don't mind that I'm playing on Drizzle. So yeah, I managed to get another God Run naturally this time. Yeah, that's pretty much about it, that's all I have to say. Hello, hi, welcome to the channel. If you're new here and happen to stick around by some miracle. I play a multitude of games or game franchises that I like, which can vary from Risk of Rain, Call of Duty, and Resident Evil. But you probably won't be seeing much of Call of Duty because, no. Most of the games I own, people do not play anymore, and most of the games I also own, I don't enjoy. Or most of the Call of Duty games, at least. So, yeah. The most I could do is play zombies on Cold War or Black Ops 3 again, but I don't want to do that, so, yeah. Now, this might look a little hectic to someone who's never seen this game before, but, it's a game where you collect items by earning money from killing monsters, and the longer you spend on a level, the harder the game overall will get. And depending on what difficulty you choose, what is it? Depending on what difficulty you choose, the game will become even harder. It's like difficulty scaling, pretty much, which I've heard is in a multitude of games. So, yeah. You can buy a multitude of things that can help you with drones and items, and the items do various amounts of things, which will take too much time to explain, especially with how many I have. But, you know, most people who possibly come across my channel might have a basic understanding of what Risk of Rain is. A basic understanding. And to any newcomers, like I just said, I play random games that I enjoy and muster up the courage to record out of, I guess, well, you know, just because I felt like it. If I don't upload, my upload schedule is very scarce because I just started YouTube about 2 years ago. So, yeah. Sometimes my videos can be very, like, scarce. I used to upload a ton because I was fresh and new, but I gotta say, after years of wanting to become a YouTuber, now that I've actually become one, I could care less for it. I don't even think it's because I'm not famous or anything like that. No, I don't care about being famous, and at this point, with how YouTube is, I don't want to be famous, because so much is expected from you. But more so, I think it was just a lack of, I don't know, motivation. I either wasn't motivated to do it, or too lazy to, or maybe I forgot about it or something like that, but yeah. I scarcely upload. If you were to look at the videos on my channel, sometimes they can be months, weeks, and even sometimes up to almost a year apart because of how long I forget to upload. Not to mention, I've recently had to start school again, so yeah, that's another thing that I gotta worry about is school, so, you know, I can play video games, but I've got other things to worry about, like family. Well, school, so can't always upload. I kind of have to play on Drizzle now. I want to play on Rainstorm, and I know I'm capable of doing so, because I've done it many times before, but with how buggy the game's gotten, sometimes I struggle to do anything. The amount of wisps and annoying enemies and just general unbalance kind of just repels me away from the game. Makes it not very fun. Scavenger, prepare to meet your maker. You too. Wow, so many elites. Yeah, so... yeah, I've been playing this for around 2.5 hours. There have been a lot of... pretty much only bosses spawn now. There are still plenty of normal enemies, but mainly bosses. And sometimes even elite bosses if the game wants to push it. So it's not just normal bosses. I can try to give you a general rundown of some of the best items I have. Mainly the red ones. That little skull looking one, with a red outline, every time I get a kill, it shaves off a few seconds on this radar I have, like its cooldown, so I can consistently use it. Those little ring-looking things are head stompers. They give me jump boost. Yeah, I got an item that gives me jump boost and no fall damage, and it also lets me Goomba stomp on enemies, but because they immediately died, I couldn't test it on them. I have a Tesla coil, which every few seconds will radiate out like this, I don't know, arcing electricity, almost. So any enemies that get near me will just get zapped to death. I got this one where on kill it will summon homing daggers, which is really useful for just killing enemies. I have a clover, which just basically it's kind of like a dice roll where there's a chance to re-roll my chances of something happening, because there are a few chance-based items. So I have a chance to launch missiles. This clover pretty much doubles my chance of launching a missile. It just doubles your chances of just like doing like more damage or something, like crit. I have this little shield over my health bar. If you can see this gold bar over my health, I get that anytime I heal. I think it's called overhealing. So anytime I overheal, I get this big old gold bar over my head, my health bar, which reduces a lot of incoming damage. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But because I consistently heal all the time, because I consistently heal, that gold bar over my health is always there pretty much. I have a dodge roll ability as a little background, which allows me to move around quicker. And I have an item that gives me two extra dodge rolls, along with reducing the cooldown a bit. I also have, let's see what else. I have a hammer-looking thing, which slowly over time cracks the enemies. It applies a debuff, which just basically makes enemies more susceptible to like damage. It's like armor almost, breaks armor. I have something which for every elite I kill, it's kind of like a tiny little enemy, like that ice dude that just spawned. Makes my cooldowns, makes them like nothing. So anytime you see purple vision, this like purple tint I have on my screen, I have basically like infinite cooldowns. Also, anytime I heal, big flaming skulls, I don't know, like chase people down. Yeah. If you look closely, you can see green skulls flying out of me, chasing those enemies and healing so much. There's a lot of other items I could explain, like some give me double jump, some double my damage, some you have a chance to fire missiles, yada yada, etc. You really kind of just have to look at the Wikipedia to find out what the game does, or find out for yourself by buying the game. Oh yeah, at any time I press circle, I have a radar which reveals the position of, reveals the position of items on the map. Makes it a lot easier to find items and get overpowered. This thing right here is basically just a gamble machine. Just a slot machine. Don't want to pick that up. Alright, that was terrible. And I picked it up on accident anyways. Crap. I don't want a shield generator. They're not good. They've never been good. Kind of ruined my HP bar. I might have to use the crappy mic for a while just so I can actually hear how loud I'm being. Because, it is currently, it's currently around 10 at night, 10 p.m. Yeah. So yeah. I kind of have to watch what I'm doing. But thankfully, I can now hear myself a lot more, along with not being deafened by the sound of monsters. So, overall things are working out. I have a bajillion items. I think I totally forgot to tell you about my day today. So yeah, I woke up to, I forgot what I woke up to. I woke up to cleaning. Not directly cleaning, but I woke up to the loud sounds of cleaning, and later that time, around 3, I visited one of my family members. I'm not just gonna name them specifically, I don't know why, I just don't really want to, or feel like it. But yeah, I visited one of my family members. And I had some gumbo and chilled, watched some South Park. That's about it. I don't know. We haven't really seen them much, so we just kind of wanted to visit them. Yada yada. Like I said, you know, even though I haven't revealed my face or much about my identity, that's more so just because the internet's kind of a scary place, so I don't know why I would. It kind of puts me in danger, but then again, on the internet, people salivate over people's personal life. They want to know everything about them, even if they want to keep it private. Because the internet is an unruly, mean, scary place. So you not showing your face, they want you to show it as if you're like some kind of alien or Darth Vader. Even though most people, when they do a face reveal, they look completely normal. I never understood that. Like, I can understand poor self-image, but people who forcefully try and get others to do face reveals, just why? Most of them are either going to look mildly attractive or like a typical person. I mean, of course, I'm going to mention this, but Dream recently did a face reveal. I did not care. I mean, then again, a ton of people didn't care. Because it's not like it's a big deal anymore. I'm sure back then, especially with big YouTubers, it was a big thing back then. Doing a face reveal, and, you know, because Dream had remained in anonymity, or whatever. He had remained anonymous for so long. A ton of people thought he was this chubby fat dude, and then he reveals his face, and he just kind of looks like your average Joe that hits the gym a lot. But I didn't care. I did see a few funny pictures, like, haha, he looks like Shane Dawson and Matthew Patrick. Good old Matterson Patrick. I'm just saying Matt Pat, but like an idiot. Or he looks like he has a Quagmire chin or something. Like, but to be honest, I didn't care. Like, wow, he showed his face. Who cares?
If anything, his name interests me more than anything. Because Clay, I've never really heard the name Clay before. So, I thought, oh, cool. I mean, I may or may not show my face inevitably in the future when I end up kind of getting some kind of things to help me record games better, but right now I have to stay in my budget. I might even, you know, show my name, because my name's not even that, my name's not that unique to begin with either, and such. Sorry if I occasionally might not finish my sentences, or just not explain myself that much, because sometimes it's really hard to, not only come up with interesting things to talk about, but also, I don't know, yeah, just come up with interesting things to talk about, but also talk while playing a video game. Sometimes it can be real hard, especially when you're trying to concentrate on something. And I just cut an onslaught of items, and I'm not explaining any of them, because most of them do very basic things. Plus, when you pick up an item, it gives off a, for the most part, general explanation of what they do. Here's a cool stage. Here's a little education. Every fourth stage, so this is stage 24, and, well, basically every fourth stage, there's a chance to get a legendary item. On this stage, and on another stage, you can find these golden chests, which costs a lot, but when you get them, you get a legendary item. I just got another clover, by the way. However, there is a stage where you have to kill a very powerful boss in order to get a free item. Now, for this run, I'm not going to be fighting the true final boss, but rather I'm going to be fighting a secret boss. It's kind of like these scavenger dudes, the ones with the big backpacks and cannons, but leveled up, and they get more special items. They get items that come from bosses, and these little lunar items. Lunar items are blue, and they give you a massive upside and a massive downside. Like these beads of fealty. The beads of fealty is what helps you get to the secret boss. They do nothing, but when you leave the game, or whatever, in a certain way, or if you beat the game in a certain way, you're transported into a place where you can kill the secret boss. So yeah, pretty cool. I also have one that doubles my healing, but it's applied over time, so that's always fun. Alright, multi-shops. Let's see what I want. I want the Runel's Band. High damage hits blast enemies with runic ice. And this is the other one, the Kajara Band. It does the same as the Runel's Band, but with a fire blast, or a flame tornado, instead of an icy blast. Crowbars. Enemies that generally have lots of health are going to deal bonus damage. The more you stack, the more damage it deals to high health enemies, and the lower, I think also the more you stack, the lower enemies' health can get before the bonus damage ends, or something like that. This little scythe here heals you when you get a crit. So yeah, it's pretty good. There's also an item called the Leeching Seed, where anytime you deal damage, you get 1 HP back. But the more you stack, the more HP you get. Right now I have 4 Leeching Seeds, so I heal 4 HP each hit. 4 HP each hit. I can't even articulate a proper sentence, but whatever. I got an item called the Will of the Wisp, which just makes enemies emit an explosion when they get killed. It's kind of like, what is it kind of like? It's kind of like Oh, what can you call it? Like AoE, area of effect. Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. I keep forgetting what certain terms are, like lingering. I could have just said damage over time. And, or dot, but, you know, I don't know, that doesn't sound quite right. I think I got, for the most part, every chest on the map. I also got a shrine. The shrine, any shrine with these 3 little blue spikes poking out of it, they just make the teleporter bosses harder. They give you extra items at the cost of having to fight extra bosses. And overloading grandparent. I do not care. Give me a planula. Never mind, it gave me a guillotine. These enemies, if you look closely at elite monsters, there's a brightly colored, at a certain percentage of health, depending on how many you have stacked, it'll instantly kill an elite monster. So, it's usually indicated by a bright colored chunk of their health. A portion of their health will have this bright colored overlay on it, and when you reach that part, it'll instantly kill them. Oh, I found some more things. This forgive me please. This just summons a black hole that sucks in enemies, but this is more interesting. It repeatedly triggers your on-kill effect, so any items that cause something when you kill an enemy, it will repeatedly do that. So naturally, it gives me lots of healing orbs. It naturally gives me lots of explosions, healing orbs, money, and, well, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool when it happens. Like, it's actually really cool because it's not even chance-based. Like, even on-kill items that are chance-based just get repeated with this. So it's kind of like a money glitch, almost. You can just repeatedly get money, health. You can repeatedly get money, health, and cooldown resets. So yeah, you can just repeatedly sit here and farm up money. Oh yeah, and a large amount of ceremonial daggers, which are homing daggers that seek out enemies and deal a decent amount of damage. Also, wow, that's loud. But I prefer the item that reveals location of chests on the map, so yeah. The cool thing is that whenever you get an item, wow, there's nothing on the map. Whenever you get an item, you can actually see it on your character. Poof. Presto, you're dead. Presto, you're bald. Ooh, red item, another testicle. I don't need more shields. I already have the gold barrier. I don't need blue shield. Blue shield isn't nice. What is this? Armor-piercing rounds deals more damage to bosses. Scavengers. Yeah, these are the enemies with items. Yeah, they can have the items that you can have. So, yeah, they're pretty scary. Let's see. There's an item called the backup magazine, which actually gives you extra charges for your secondary, which I just got it. The backup magazine just gives you extra shots for your secondary. This Berserker's Pauldron, after getting 3 kills in rapid succession, you go into a frenzy with extra damage and speed. So it's pretty cool. And all of a sudden, enemies are invincible. So that's pretty great. The Scavenger's not affected by me. And actually, come to think of it, none of them are. I think I've started to reach the point where nothing actually does damage properly. My bullets do not do damage to them. This is what I was talking about. Since I'm playing on the console version of the game, it's actually very buggy. I might stop playing this after a while because it's growing repetitive. It's growing quite repetitive, so yeah. I might not even like fully spend time or something. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep searching and searching. And I just found a cloaked chest. They're not really that special, they're just chests that are invisible. They're free. So, in any case, if you find a chest, a cloaked chest, it's free. It functions like any other chest, but it's really hard to find. So in some cases, it's really not worth it. Also, that's a lot of damage. Alright, cool. Lots of money. I get treasure. I get lots of treasure. I get the lots of treasure. Yeah. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. Das ist very good. Yes, das ist very good. Jeez, I keep thinking about the first video that I made. Multi's Gun Obliterates the Planet. That was at the time when I started my channel, which was sometime around, I believe, August of 2020, or 2020, if you know, I just enunciate the 2020 a lot. But it was around August of 2020. So, you know. It was a bit earlier that year when I actually recorded the video that you would see. So I uploaded that video a long time after I made the video. Because originally I had no plans of uploading the video. I just made it as a way of recording, I guess you could say, like a little time in history of what I used to consider one of my best runs. Because the only artifact, because I still had to use artifacts to help me, the only artifact that I used was, it was sacrificed. And I even state around the beginning of the video that I was struggling to succeed, or success, you know, have any kind of success in it, until I was graced with blessed with a meat hook. Like a red item. So yeah, but in that video, it's not only my first video, but by far my most popular, with around, I think, over 100 views, something like that. It's generally one of my best performing videos, even though it's an hour long and it's just of me talking. Back then, I had no experience with editing, nor did I know about an editing app. I used Share Factory. I did not know about that, really. I really did not know about that. And I just kind of uploaded it. And you can tell I didn't have plans of uploading the video, because I state various things that seemingly make no sense at all. Like, there's a video, in the video I state, this one video I recorded, I wanted to imitate a video I saw. Even though this recording, I never uploaded it, and I deleted it, because back then I had a PS4, you know, it's kind of evident with how loud the fan was. But yeah, back then I only had a PS4, so, I kept recording these really long videos of me and my brother playing this game, or just me, myself, playing this game. And it took up a ton of space because they generally, sometimes they take up as much as, I think, sometimes they take up as much as 10 gigabytes. Well, or 5 gigabytes, actually. So, but because I had recorded so many, and because a lot of them were up to 30 minutes or an hour long, I'd be taking up to 30 gigabytes of my space, which isn't good, you know, because I needed to update my games and play my games, and not to mention it would just probably overheat my my PlayStation. So I had to delete a lot of the recordings, even if it really does just show a period and time of my life where I really truly was happy because I found a game that I really liked, and I've been playing it on and off, even if much less frequently now than before, but I still occasionally play it, or even the first game. Sometimes it really depends on my mood. Yeah, I apologize for any stuttering or mispronunciations. I'm tired, and, you know, tired of people mispronounce things. If you want to check out my video, my first video, you can. I mean, it's not good. As a heads up, it is an hour long. It contains my squeaky 12-year-old voice. And another heads up, I might bring up topics that possibly no one will truly understand, or people won't care about. And I also repeat a lot of my sentences. There are a lot of phrases or sentences or points that I might bring up that I have said already before, so broken record alert. But then again, that is one of my tendencies to sound like a broken record. Yeah, if I were to go back on the video, chances are I do a developer commentary, commenting on the stupid things, or going back and editing that video, making it much shorter and much more watchable, because while I do like watching the hour-long video because it's funny, too, sometimes it's a good way of just passing time when I don't really know what to do. It's also sometimes really boring to just watch through what would normally be like a stream. There's no kind of intro. The thing is that, well, I'm not doing an intro because I'm not that cheesy. I don't really do those full-on, like, yo, what's up, gamers type intros, because, no, that's cheesy, plus, I don't want to do that when I live next to my parents. I don't want some clip of me I don't want some clip of the outside of my room echoing my intro ending up on the internet, because just no. Because I know my mom would totally do that, or she'd be like, oh, she'd think it's adorable or something, and I don't know. I don't want that. I just don't like, I'm not really the intro type of person. I'm just a sinister fungus. I'm not an intro fungus. I'm also not a fungus at all. I don't know. I just came up with it. I will explain what came from my username. Originally, I actually derived, my old profile picture, if you happen to catch a glance from it, was a mushroom-esque enemy from Hollow Knight. My first profile picture was, I believe, it was some kind of enemy from Risk of Rain 1. Then it was some kind of mushroom enemy from Hollow Knight because, well, I mean, it's a mushroom enemy, and, you know, gave me the idea because sinister mushroom, so, you know. But also, well, now, the profile picture is just a blurry picture of me screaming. along with the channel banner just being a picture of my crooked teeth. But don't worry, I plan on getting braces so they're no longer gross looking. You know, but that's a personal problem that you don't care about. But Sinister Mushroom I originally derived from Vine Sauce. I thought of the name Sinister Mushroom along with making a little caricature or picture in my mind of my own little, like, Vine Sauce character, I guess. It was weird looking. It kind of, now that when I think back of it, it reminds me of the Doom Shroom from, like, I think that's what it's called at least, from, like, Plants vs. Zombies. Where it was purple, had white spots, it had a shadow covering its eyes, along with having glowy red eyes, and a weird jawline that stretched across his face with jagged, sharp teeth, like, etching out of it. It was stupid, but I don't know. Then again, sometimes the Vine Sauce logos are really weird. The Vine Sauce logo itself, it's kind of like a mushroom from Mario, but whereas you have Joel's where it's just looks like Skeletor, or what's his face? I think Red Scarecrow he's called, where his is like a mushroom that's wearing a gas mask. But yeah, I kind of just based my original concept on that. But Sinister Mushroom, yeah, that's where I got it from. Just kind of derived it from Vine Sauce for some reason. Not sure why. There was one point where there was a small period, a small window of time where I renamed my channel to Chris P. Bacon, but there are probably an innumerable amount of channels named Chris P. Bacon, or some variation of Chris P. Bacon. Also, my name's not Chris. Not to mention my name's not Chris, along with it's a really cheesy and terrible joke, and, well, tons of other channels have that name, so yeah. I just kind of switched the channel name back to that, because I wanted my channel to have some kind of recognition, because possibly, there's a small possibility that if you searched up my channel, there wouldn't really be any other channels named that. I think there's an album, actually, called Sinister Mushroom. It's kind of like psychedelic music, but that's about it. If you do ever, I guess, you know, this is just a middle of the video type begging section kind of thing. But if you do ever truly enjoy my channel, I guess you could consider subscribing. And, you know, just kind of have my channel as that little channel you forgot you subscribed to. And also, come with me on a journey as I explore how YouTube works and explore how to find out, explore my way to finding out how I can enable comments in my videos, because I guess every time you start out as a YouTuber now, they automatically disable comments for every video, making it really hard for people who enjoy or hate your channel to actually reach out to you and give you any kind of criticism or love, which is annoying, because it's like YouTube sees all the hate comments, so they're like, yeah, no, none of that. Oh god, I've come back. The whirring grows loud. What? The whirring grows loud? When did that happen? That happened already? Oh jeez. God, that happened already. I will get a good item. Oh god, no I won't. Oh god. Oh, I gotta focus, Crystal. Okay. Oh god, what did I miss? Probably nothing if I were to guess. I missed nothing because I can't miss anything. Neither can you, really. I don't know why I say, what did I miss? Like this is some kind of crappy sitcom. Jeez, the secret boss of this level already, died. What is Essence of Heresy, even? What did that do again? Kinda, what is it? What in the name of heresy? Alright, let's see. Poof. I think I remember occasionally trying to stream, which I think as you can probably imagine, it never went well because nothing really happened. It's not like anyone's gonna view them. Who would? Who would actually take their time, go out of their way and take their time to watch one of my streams where nothing truly interesting happens? Why would you do that? You have so much better things to do with your time, and yet you choose to spend time on my streams. No. I'm pretty sure I've tried to delete all of my videos where I stream stuff. So, yeah. Because I don't care. I upload short gameplay videos. I don't stream. I'm only gonna stream when I start getting, like, semi-big. I'm not streaming when no one's gonna watch it. There's literally no point in that. Alright. Y'all ready for this? Bosses are everywhere now, so yeah, that's pretty fun. Ooh, a Titanic Knurl, and now I have 358 health. Can you die? Can you just die? No one wants to see you here. Everyone else is dying, but you decide to be invincible because your mommy made you special. Guess what? You aren't special now. Because now you're dead. Finally, I made you uninvincible. I go around, I speed. I go in one direction. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. My throat and my mouth. My mouth and my throat are dry. No amount of chapstick is gonna fix this. Jeez, I forgot I also need to shower. God dang it. Why didn't I shower ahead of time? Why did I not do that? That was idiotic of me to not do that. Okay, money. I need more. I need more. Oh no, I can't heal. However, I can't kill you, so... Oh, this is the point where I guess only Imp Overlords spawn on this level. Wow, I actually got to that point. Oh, and Scavengers. You also can't forget about Scavengers, of course. Oh, this was the first one I killed. I'm not touching you, because I don't want to touch you. You're gross. Stay away from me. For the love of God. Please stay away from me. For the love of God. Stay away from me. Please. Go away right now. Stop making me pick up shield generators. You jerk. Dumpster. Frickin' dumpsters. Freaking bats. Why? What? No, 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 no. No. I say no. How far is the pull on this thing? That is so bull. Why? There's no reason. Just no. Just die. Just die. Please just die. Obliterate myself from existence. Poof. But wait. It was an elaborate hoax, a ruse, a goof, a gaffe. Hidden realm, a moment whole, whip the wild. He's busy. Oh, never mind. He's a baby. Alright, give me them lunar coins. Now, I have to look for it. Where is it? I see it. I have to go for it. Oh, the world is getting darker and darker. Alright, I got it. You know, even though I already have gotten it before. And because the only real owner of this land has died, you slowly get consumed by blackness, never to return to the real world again. It's kind of sad, come to think of it. Your fate's unknown. So in this game, you either obliterate yourself from existence, killing yourself, practically, erasing yourself from all of reality, or you kill a scavenger, being left in this moment in time where there's just nothing but plains of snow-white deserts. You killed the only owner, so naturally it starts collapsing in on itself. Becomes ink black. Every piece of land starts corrupting and falling in on itself and just becoming these few floating islands or something like that. You're just left to wander aimlessly until something happens. You're basically just left in there to die. And it's either that or you fight the final boss and something actually happens. You actually just get to leave. And even then, you don't win in that because you're a completely changed person. With what you'd seen down on that planet, you'd go insane. So, and not to mention the disturbing lore that we're not the good guys. We're just the little business that all these mercenaries work for. It's just a big delivery business. All these chests and things like that, they're just littered around the place because of a ship crash. They're littered all over the planet because of a large shipping vessel being destroyed by a highly intelligent, malevolent entity. And now they're scattered all over the planet. And you just pick them up one by one, becoming this disgusting super soldier, an abomination powered entirely by anomalous artifacts and just sometimes straight up drugs, and powering through armies of monsters, throwing everything they have at you, and yet you're not fazed. Possibly mentally, but physically, no. They launch massive projectiles at you, only to be blocked by a teddy bear. Sometimes it's weird to think about stuff like that. And I think that's the reason why I love this game so much. I hope you enjoyed watching this crappy video. I don't know, it might be crappy, might not be. Really depends on who you are and what your opinion is. Bye!